Bon dia e bem-vindos, my hungry amigos, and welcome back to Algarve Appetite with me, your host, Portuguese Jimmy, on this lovely summer day here in the Algarve. So, you may have noticed today we're in Jimmy's office, and we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do some research, and we're going to pit the two most popular AI engines against each other, which are ChatGPT and Google Gemini, and we're going to ask them the same question and get them to do research into what is the best and what is the worst restaurant in Albufeira. After we have the results, we'll have a quick look through them to see if both AIs come up with the same suggestions, and then we'll go off and review them, tell you what the restaurants are like, if they are really the best and worst that we've experienced in the area, and then we'll be able to tell you which is the most accurate AI and which one you should use to search for restaurants when you go on holiday, or at least on holiday in the Algarve. So let's jump into it. So welcome back. We're on Jimmy's computer here. So let's have a look at what we're going to say to both of our AIs. So I certainly can use deep research on ChatGPT. I'm pretty sure Gemini has the same feature, so we'll do that to get the deepest research and the best results. So this is the prompt I'm going to put in.
Blah 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 blah.
So we have our prompt. I think that's is a good place to start, and certainly gives the AI plenty of opportunity to delve into this in some depth. So here we are in ChatGPT, and first of all I'm going to click on Tools here and then click Run Deep Research, and then I'm going to paste our prompt and click Go. So because we're running deep research, it's going to ask us for some questions first. Would visit. Okay. So I think we've provided the information it needs. Let's click Go. Okay. Now you'll see it says starting research, and it will go out and scrub the internet as thoroughly as it can and try and find the information that we've asked for. So while that's doing that, I'll just minimize ChatGPT. Let's go on Google Gemini. This also allows us to do deep research. So if I paste my prompt in there, click deep research. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to say is I prefer ChatGPT's approach there, where it actually asks me to clarify some stuff. But what I've done is I've changed our prompt to actually go back and implement the extra information that we gave to ChatGPT. So let's see how the two do. And I'm just going to click Start Research here. Well, now this is only anecdotal because I didn't start off the research at the same time, but it seems like they're running about the same speed. Okay, so that's ChatGPT finished, and let's see what it's come up with. The best restaurant, Platinum Wine and Tapas at Albufeira. So it looks like it has 4.8 out of 5 on Google with 360 plus reviews, and a 4.9 on TripAdvisor with 800 plus reviews. Okay, so diners will rave about the warm hospitality from the mother and son team, blah, 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 blah. So it deserves 7 stars apparently. A great selection of tapas, especially something for everyone. Highly recommended, blah, blah, blah. So we have some honorable mention. We have a Jaipur. Hello, D-Dog. How you doing? You want to be in the video? No, you want a bit of my sausage roll, don't you? Again, similar kind of reviews. I have Portuguese steakhouse here, which sounds very nice, and another tapas bar there. So the worst, the Old Barrel. A lovely beachfront view, there we go. Is notorious for its poor food and service. When it comes to bad dining experience in Albufeira, the Old Barn tops the list with an abysmal reputation and a terrible 2.3 out of 5 average on TripAdvisor. On Google, it fares no better with roughly 3 out of 5. Critically, it's not just 1 or 2 angry customers. There's a pattern of complaints, slow service, poor food quality, and money-grabbing attitude. The worst restaurant in Albufeira, avoid. So that's definitely where we're going. So some other honourable or dishonourable mentions. Doshi Jardin. The main thing on, as it says here, on Google, people feel ripped off. Blue Sensation is another one that doesn't do too well. Okay, so well done, ChatGPT. It looks like we are going to your best restaurant, which will be Platinum Wine and Tapas. And we're also going to your worst restaurant, the Old Barrel in Albufeira Old Town. So let's jump back in and see if Gemini is finished. And it's nearly done, just creating the report. So we'll wait just a second on that. So, and here we have it. This is Google Gemini's approach to the best and the worst restaurants in Albufeira. So it looks like it's gone into a lot more detail. And so let's just jump down to the best. So their pick is O Lusitano. Consistently emerged as a truly exceptional dining experience in Albufeira, earning widespread acclaim for its refined yet authentic Portuguese cuisine, impeccable service, and outstanding value. It is celebrated as a hidden gem, strategically located slightly away from the most bustling tourist areas. Okay. For their honourable mention, we have Osh Arcos Restaurant, Donaldo's, and Italian Republic. So, interesting. I don't think there's any crossover here between the two. I like this on Google is the fact that it's giving us like this table with an average price range. And unfortunately, it looks like the one that we're going to have to go to is the most expensive. Not so good for Jimmy's wallet, but anyway. So let's have a look at the worst. Our primary concern is Rosio post-ownership change. Potentially cautionary tale on the dining scene. Once highly regarded, and it looks like it's changed hands. It's lost authenticity, dramatic decline in the food quality, blah, blah, blah. So, other dishonourable mentions. So this is taking a different stance here. Generic strip restaurants, downtown Albufeira eateries. That's just giving us a basic type of food. Blada do Peixe, a cautionary note on ambience, and unspecified hotel resort restaurant. I have to say that on the whole, I think I prefer ChatGPT's response, because Gemini seems to be giving us a hell of a lot more to read through, but at the same point is their actual recommendations are somewhat vague. So there we have it. We've done our research and we have our 4 restaurants. 2 of the best and, I can't do that with my fingers, 2 of the worst. So we'll review them individually and find out which AI gave us the best or the worst recommendations. But most importantly is how do these restaurants compare with the Jimmy score? So as you know, the Jimmy score ranges from 1 to 10. And that's because it's twice as good as the Google score or the TripAdvisor score, because they only go to 5. So you can see on screen the 10 different levels for the Jimmy score, ranging from appalling to outstanding. So far there's only ever been 2 restaurants that have got a perfect 10. So let's see if the recommendations from ChatGPT or Gemini can score that elusive 10 out of 10. So we would expect the recommendations for the best restaurant to be at least in the 8 and above, and we would expect the recommendations or the dishonorable mentions for the worst restaurants to be probably at least below 3.5. So let's see if our experience matches the recommendations from AI. So boys and girls, stay tuned for this exciting little mini-series. After we've released this, we're going to release a new video every single day covering both the best and worst restaurants from Google and from ChatGPT. We'll also have a summary at the end going over the results and the performance of the AI systems. So stay tuned for this 6-part mini-series about whether or not AI can choose a great restaurant in Albufeira. As always, thanks for watching. If you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and then click the bell icon so you're updated when we release new videos. And finally, I've been Portuguese Jimmy, you've been watching Algarve Appetites. Until the next one, which is going to be tomorrow, adios amigos. Thank you so much for watching right to the end of the video. If you're interested in following us on our other social media, please check our Linktree at Algarve Appetite, and the link will be in the description below. Also on screen is a link to a video which we think you'll really enjoy. And finally, click on the Algarve Appetite logo on screen to subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.